Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Last week, Netflix dropped the Two Older Boys I've Loved Before spin-off series entitled XO Kitty. And as a big fan of those movies, I binged it all in one night. Though it has gotten mixed reviews, it is currently one of the most popular new series streaming right now. Today, I'm going to give my review on the first season and share my thoughts on the characters, actors, and a possible season 2. Let's get into it. I obviously have to start off with the woman, the myth, the legend, Anna Cathcart, who played Kitty Covey in all 3 Two Older Boys movies, and now is the star of XO Kitty. I remember watching her in Descendants 2 years back, and completely loving how spunky and quirky she was, which was a trait that she carried over to the Two Older Boys I Loved Before movies, and here. In this series, Kitty is a young woman finding herself and isn't ashamed of how quirky she is. She is a funny and smart teen who is trying to connect with her late mother and her heritage. Anna portrays this very well, and it was interesting to see someone who is half Korean still feel like an outsider to other Koreans. Though I wish that feeling was played up a little more. I love Kitty's confidence and real care for her friends. There was definitely times while watching where I cringed at stuff she did, but that just adds to the relatability of this show. Kitty being drunk was really funny, as well as when she is working on her matchmaking skills with Q. A major flaw in this performance is when Kitty says, "My name is Catherine, but my friends call me Kitty, and I'm a matchmaker." These lines come off as extremely forced. It was cute when she was 12, but now she's 16, and should realize how embarrassing that is for her. But with that being said, Kitty is easily the best character on the show. I'm sure Anna Cathcart will get more work from this. Q is a really funny character. His friendship with Kitty is believable, but it kind of rubbed me the wrong way that Kitty's best friend in Korea is one of the only non-Korean people. Some people complain that he came off as the gay best friend, which I can kind of see. His relationship with Florian didn't really seem real since they had 0 sparks, and it kind of ended abruptly, which left a strange feeling in my stomach. I really hated Florian, but loved Q. He is probably my second favorite character on the show. Yuri was a really complex character, who was much more than the basic mean girl she was originally presented to be. Around the middle point of the series, she became a big part of the storyline, and that was when her character really started working. The actress did not have much emotion, and some of the line delivery was a bit iffy, but she really shined in her scenes with Anna. I'm really excited to see how her storyline progresses if there is a season 2. Day as a character was a little boring. There was nothing bad about him. He was a sweet guy, cute relationship with his sister, fine enough chemistry with Kitty, and fairly good acting. He just didn't stand out for me, which the romantic lead really should. I get that he's meant to be different to Peter Kavinsky, but he still could have had a little bit of personality. I don't know, Minho? His chemistry with Kitty was off the charts, and his lines about skincare were peak comedy. I'm a sucker for romantic tropes, so the enemies to lovers aspects of him and Kitty made me happy. Their scenes together while making a big dinner for Chuseok were really well acted and solidified just how much of a power couple these two could be. With Kitty and Day officially over, I'm glad Minho stepped in at the end and confessed his feelings for Kitty. While I do definitely ship them, my preferred choice for Kitty is Yuri. Kitty traveled across the world for a boy, and ended up falling for a girl. During episode 6, I was feeling the chemistry between Yuri and Kitty. An attraction was clearly building on Kitty's behalf. I predicted during that bar scene that she had a crush on her. I was genuinely screaming in delight during that classroom dream sequence where they almost kiss. I screamed again when Kitty woke from that dream. Kitty's denial about her sexuality and her trying to convince herself it meant nothing was really impactful. I really hope tweens who are watching this take in the messages about self-acceptance. Q figuring it out was so sweet, and I loved how though she kept bottling those feelings down, when they were close to each other, they came back. Their antics during the detention episode were really fun to watch, had me shipping them more and more. I felt secondhand embarrassment for Kitty when she tried to kiss her in rehearsal. Later that episode, when she revealed her crush today, my blood boiled. It rubbed me the wrong way, how he treated liking girls as a sudden choice, when in reality, discovering your sexuality is a long journey, and a process that starts at the beginning of your life. I was so happy when Yuri appeared at the airport that I screamed once again. I was really upset they did not share a kiss, but hopefully it'll happen in a possible season 2. Other than that one comment made by Day, the LGBTQ representation in the show is far better than the To All the Boys movies. The plot and the mystery of the show is really well done. I love the layers to it, with Kitty meeting Alex and finding out Gina and Eve are friends, Kitty discovering the hospital bracelet, finding out the date of birth, thinking it is Alex, finding out Mr. Lee is the father, finding that photo of a pregnant Gina, and finally figuring out that Alex was not Kitty's brother, but was Yuri's, and Eve put her name on the birth information to protect their friend, making Kitty realize how good of a person her mum was, which is what her mission was in the beginning, to find out more about her mum. This is thanks to clever writing that is kind of damaged by a few cheesy lines, but overall is still impressive for teen shows these days. So, do I think this show will get a second season? Absolutely. I'm like 98% sure it will. While not all feedback to this show is positive, it is still getting a lot of online attention and is getting lots of views. So, don't be worried about not seeing Kitty and the crew again. Some people were disappointed there was not more cameos from the movie characters, especially Lara Jean and Peter. I think that it was necessary to exclude these characters from the story, as it solidifies that this is Kitty's own journey, not a continuation of Lara Jean's. It made sense to have her dad and his wife in it, because that's just what needed to happen for the story. But Lara Jean and Peter were not necessary to this story of Kitty growing up. Now that Kitty has proven herself as a lead, maybe Lana Condor and Noah Centineo will return for a possible season 2. Noah Centineo even came to the EXO Kitty red carpet, so you never know. In conclusion, EXO Kitty is a breath of fresh air in a generation clouded with teen dramas. With clever character arcs and plot points, as well as the very charming Anna Cathcart leveling up from the funny little sister to the lead, it advances itself beyond the To All the Boys movies, making an exceptional TV show that will be enjoyed by many for years to come. Before you go, make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and want to watch more cool videos like this. Have a great day!